So guys, today we will discuss about the Ism code. So first of all, why did the Ism code came into existence? So brief history about the Ism code. There are many incidents from 1980 to 1997 which led to investigation. So they find out there are some human errors, and especially the incidents of Herald of Free Enterprise in which the border was open. So this incident led that there is something which we are forgetting. So after the research and investigation, they find out that human element is being forgotten. So for that they bought ISM code. So ISM code has been divided into two parts, part A and part B. We'll discuss about that afterwards. First we'll see some definitions. So as per ISM code, if you want to know about the company, how will you define a company, you will find the definition only in the ISM code. Company is the owner of the ship or any other organization, or a person such as manager, bareboat, charter, who has assumed the responsibility of operation of the ship from the ship owner. And assuming that responsibility, he is agreed to take over all duties and responsibility as per this code. So if you want to describe a company, you have to describe in these words. Then what is DOC, document of compliance, which has been given to company, not to the ship. So DOC issued to the company who complies with the requirement of this code. So complies with ISM code is a mandatory requirement. If a ship owner fails to comply, it is breach of flag state and implementation. And international law will lead a serious legal and insurance implication. So if you are not complying with ISM, there will be legal implication and your insurance will be subjected to some reduction in price, some increment in price. So that's how the ISM code is important for the ship owner on a commercial basis. So DOC, who issues the DOC, document of compliance? So document of compliance already informed that it is been issued to the ship owner, to the company. So issued by the administration. Administration by here means flag of the ship. Company to provide the objective evidence that the SMS has been operational on at least 3 months on board ship, at least one ship of each type. So DOC is issued to the company, and company has to show that at least they are using the SMS on the ship and using it from last 3 months, and it should be from a different type of ship. So suppose you are having a company in which you have oil tankers and you have bulk carriers. So you should be having an SMS for the oil tankers separately, and you should be having a SMS for the bulk carriers separately. So you will be given two DOCs, one for the oil tanker and one for the bulk carrier. So on the initial verification, DOC for the ship is issued, for the type of ship is issued. That is very important, the type of the ship is issued. So now we go to, now we know who has given the DOC. Now who can withdraw the DOC? Only the flag state who has given the DOC can withdraw the DOC. Only thing to see is that PSC cannot withdraw the DOC or SMC, Shipboard Management Certificate. PSC will only inform the flag state about the major non-conformity, and they are obliged to act upon it. So now you know that who can withdraw the flag DOC and on what condition you can withdraw. Flag state can only withdraw, and only when they find the major non-conformity they can withdraw the DOC or SMC. So now we see what is a major non-conformity. An identifiable deviation that poses serious threat to the safety of a person or a ship, or a serious risk to the environment that require immediate corrective action, or lack of effective and systematic implementation of a requirement of this code. So this is definition of major non-conformity. Then we come to non-conformity. Observe situation where objective evidence indicate the non-fulfillment of specific requirement. And how will you define observation? Statement of fact during safety management audit and substantiated by an objective evidence. So these are definitions, you have to just learn it by heart. So when can DOC be withdrawn? There are only two cases when DOC can be withdrawn. When annual verification of DOC is not done, when annual inspection of the DOC was there and you have not done that verification or inspection, then DOC can be withdrawn, or you have found a major non-conformity. So guys, if DOC is gone, if the company document of compliance is gone, then on board the ship management certificate is automatically withdrawn. This is understandable fact. Just to clear out, DOC is given to the company and ship management certificate is given to the ship. Vessel is always having a copy of DOC. Master always have a copy of DOC. Normally it is being kept in front of SMS. So what are the chapters of ISM? It's all been listed out. I was already told there's a part A. Part A have 12 chapters. Then there's a part B. Part B have 4 chapters. Part B is generally about certification verification. So just to read out, Chapter 1 General, 2 Safety Environmental Protection Policy, 3 Company Responsibility and Authority, 4 Designated Person, 5 Responsibility and Authority, 6 Resources and Personnel, 7 Shipboard Operation, 8 Emergency Preparedness, 9 Report Analysis of Non-Conformity, Accidents and Hazardous Occurrences, 10 Maintenance of Shipboard and Equipment, 11 Documentation, 12 Company Verification, Review and Evaluation. So Part B is already informed certification verification, 13 certification periodical verification, 14 interim certification, 15 verification, 16 forms and content. Now few questions about the ISM. When interim DOC is given, when company is newly established, when new type of ships are added, then only interim DOC is issued. Interim DOC is issued not more than 12 months. When interim SMC is issued to the new ship on delivery, company has taken the operation of ship which is new to them, like company was already previously operating tankers and they have taken the delivery of a bulk carrier, then interim SMC is issued. That's a new type of the ship which they are getting, and for that interim DOC will also be issued, and for interim SMC also will be issued. And when the ship changes its flag, then also interim SMC is issued. So interim SMC should not be more than 6 months. Sometimes they can increase the validity of SMC, interim SMC, that cannot be more than 12 months. So maximum you will have 12 months, but normally it is 6 months, but in some cases they can increase to 12 months. Validity of SMC is 5 years, and we have to go for annual, intermediate and renewal survey. Can masters sail without ISM? That's a big question. So as we know, the 98% of the world countries have already ratified SOLAS convention. The 2% of the countries, they have not ratified the SOLAS convention. So if you lie in a country, the 2% of that country, so there is no need to comply SOLAS. ISM, why did ISM came? Because ISM is in convention. It's mandatory in convention because of SOLAS. Previously ISM was there, but it was not mandatory till the time it was not incorporated in SOLAS. So countries which have not ratified SOLAS not required to comply. Such ships are generally involved in domestic trade. But if the ship makes an international voyage, then it depends upon the ISM code incorporated in domestic legislation, attitude of PSC officer. So if you are in a domestic voyage and in a country where the SOLAS is not ratified, then you don't need to comply it. But if you go on an international voyage, then there are the 2 conditions. ISM code, if the ISM code is incorporated in domestic legislation, then you have to comply, or attitude of PSC officer. So how will you go about that? So if you are in a country which is not complying with the SOLAS or ISM code, we say, then what you will do? Because your flag state doesn't need an ISM SOLAS convention. Your flag state is not complying with the SOLAS, so you cannot have an ISM certificate from your flag state. So then you will approach to classification society which is member of IACS. So they will issue an ISM equivalent certificate which may certify the PSC officer. That's how you will sail on a vessel which doesn't have ISM. That's all guys. Thank you very much. Have a good day.